Coming up on this month's edition of the RMAC Showcase, we invade the campus of Adams State University. The Grizzlies women's cross-country team ended the last decade the exact same way they ended the previous two, by winning a national title. We'll meet their top athletes. Then the Adams State wrestling team is looking to continue its return to prominence with a young but talented roster. And the man who's been a fixture in the ASU athletic department for the past quarter of a century is stepping away. We'll catch up with him before he does so. Those stories and many more coming up as the RMAC Showcase starts right now. Hello and welcome to Alamosa, Colorado and Adams State University for this edition of the RMAC Showcase. Hello everyone, I'm Jason Carter. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to jump right into it. Well, actually more like run right into it as we catch up with a young lady who has been tearing up the record books.
And away we go with the 2019 Division II NCAA Cross Country Championships.
Anyone who's a fan of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference knows that Adams State has an incredible history when it comes to distance running. 56 combined national championships between the men's and women's cross country and track and field programs.
Here at Adams State, you're judged a lot by how you do at the very, very end of the year. Ultimately, it comes down in cross country. People remember who won the national title or what team did well at the end of the year.
And this year was a record-breaking one for one Grizzly athlete, as sophomore Stephanie Cotter can call herself the greatest Division II cross-country athlete ever, as she broke the previous national record by 45 seconds.
What a dominant performance from Adams State, and what a dominant run as Cotter takes another look.
Crazy, because when I started off the season, I was in the pool cross training, and I think I was just up here by myself training, getting fit, but I don't think I realized how fit I was getting. I was just simply trying to be the best I could be and measure the training off of my own self, my own week-to-week improvements.
And those improvements proved to be incredible, as Cotter, who finished 11th last year as a freshman, won the conference, regional, and national individual titles.
She has her priorities of she wants to do the best she can at the biggest meets, and I think she's a talented young lady that we can certainly do that with.
Running became a priority for Cotter at an early age.
Both my parents ran when they were younger themselves, and they have this scrapbook at home, and it's all the newspaper clippings from when they were younger. So when I was younger, I'd always be pulling it out, and I knew I always wanted to go down to the track, like our local running club, and just start probably from just looking through that scrapbook.
But the love would fade in her teenage years.
I did fall out of love with the sport when I was about 13, 14, and for a good period of my teenage years I didn't run at all. I never thought that I'd return to running as a sport, but in my final year of high school I took it back up, just kind of as a way, I suppose, to deal with the stress of the exams. Running was something I could do every day and get out for an hour or whatever, and it was like headspace.
Now her head appears to be in the right place, as this year's cross-country team and individual national titles joined the team title ASU won last year at indoor track and field, and the two individual championships she also won in track.
Any success I've had in the past 3-4 years has been completely credited to Adams, because even before I came here I wanted to run well, because I knew if I had good marks then it would set me up well when I came over here to go off to races in Seattle and go down to Boulder and things like that. So yeah, this place has just transformed my life completely.
Cotter is one of 3 Grizzly cross-country stars who are from Ireland, and their time at altitude has served that trio well as they traverse the pond to represent their home country.
This year's Adams State women's cross-country team was one for the record books, as the Grizzlies tied the all-time scoring record at the national meet with 23 points.
Winning a national title, I think there's nothing pretty comparable to me.
A big reason for their success is a trio from over the pond.
So it's going to be a 1-2-3 sweep for Adams State.
Cotter, combined with sisters Elish and Roisin Flanagan, finished 1-2-3 at the national meet.
The team was just something special this year. I know a lot of seniors been at Adams for 5 years, so I think all the hard work paid off in the right way.
Other than their time in Alamosa, the 3 are tied by their home country of Ireland.
It's not a well-travelled path, I suppose, for Irish athletes or any European athletes really to come over here to the Rockies or the West Coast, because it is so far from home. But I mean, I love it here. It's beautiful. It's blue skies. We don't have those at home. It's always raining. It's just stunning, and I love the culture here. The running culture is so positive, and yeah, it's like I said, it's just completely transformed my running.
But despite the small population of Ireland and their shared passion for running, the three had to meet for the first time nearly 5,000 miles away from home.
Ireland's small, but they're from the very, very north. I'm from the very, very south. They had come to Adams about 4 years prior, and at that point in time when they were running competitively at home, I hadn't been running at all. I wasn't even on the scene, so I didn't know of them. I hadn't really heard of them. When I came over then, I met them for the first time, and we definitely gelled straight away.
As small as Ireland is, people probably think everyone knows everyone, but I actually didn't know. We didn't know Stephanie really before she came here, and I'm very glad and thankful that she chose to come here because we've already made so many memories.
Following the national cross-country meet, the three earned a huge opportunity to be teammates once again as they were all selected to represent Ireland in the European Under-23 Championships.
It was pretty special, I guess, especially because it's 3 to score, and we knew going into that race that like 3 girls from Adams State, the same university, running for Ireland, could do something special.
To not just do our country pride, but our university, and give back to them something that they've given to us, so much to us, the past 5 years.
No surprise, the trio ran well, helping Ireland finish second overall, with all 3 runners placing in the top 17, paced by Cotter in third.
Excellent bronze medal for Stephanie Cotter of Ireland.
I wore the black makeup and everything, and I tried to do some of the same things that we'd done during the national meet, like painting her nails and stuff like that, just to carry that little bit of the Adams magic with me.
Something tells me we'll be talking about these three a little bit more over the rest of the track season. Well, that brings us to the first break on this edition of the RMAC Showcase. When we come back, this has been his home for more than a quarter century. We'll sit down with the longtime AD after this timeout.